Hello students of class 8. We had come to a very happy situation in this play where we find that with the help of Portia's wise decision, Antonio's life is saved. And Portia also informs Shylock that all his wealth has been forfeited. That is, it has already gone to the state as a penalty. Why? Because he had tried to kill an innocent Venetian. Okay. So that is the reason why his wealth has already gone to the state. Not only that, he would also go to the prison, but Portia says that bend down on his knees and ask for forgiveness from the Duke. If the Duke pardons you, then you might be saved from going to the jail. This is the place where we stopped the other day. Now let us see what happens now. The Duke then said to Shylock that you may see the difference of our Christian spirit. I pardon you your life before you ask it. Half your wealth belongs to Antonio and the other half comes to state. So the Duke says that, okay, you are asking for me to pardon you. Since I am a Christian, I believe in forgiveness. I believe in mercy. And this is the difference between you and your faith and my faith. That is, you are a Jew who didn't want to show any mercy to Antonio, but I have already forgiven you. But as for your property is concerned, your wealth is concerned, half of your wealth has gone to the state and the other half has gone to Antonio. The generous Antonio then said that he would give up his share of Shylock's wealth if Shylock would sign a deed and make it over to his death. Make it over at his death to his daughter and her husband. For Antonio knew that the Jew had an only daughter who had lately married against his consent a young Christian named Lorenzo, a friend of Antonio's, which had so offended Shylock that he had disinherited her. So Antonio said, okay, Shylock, I am willing to return my share back to you. Okay, whatever share of property of yours has come to me, half of it has come to me, I am willing to give it back to you. But you have to sign an agreement. What is that? That you have to sign the agreement that after your death, okay, your daughter and your son-in-law will be able to, inherit your property, will get your property. Why? Because we don't find the mention of Jessica and Lorenzo. Jessica was the daughter of Shylock, okay? And Jessica had married Lorenzo, who was a Christian, much against the wishes of Shylock. So Shylock got so angry, Shylock disinherited Jessica. Disinherited means he said that Jessica will, not get any share of his property any longer because she has married someone who is a Christian and not a Jew. And moreover, this Lorenzo was a friend of Antonio, and Shylock didn't like Antonio. So if you read the original story, you will get to know about them. So that was the condition of Antonio's, that Antonio said that, okay, I'm willing to give it back to you, but you have to sign the bond that after your death, all your property will go to your daughter and his son-in-law. The Jew agreed to this, and thus being disappointed in his revenge and despoiled of his riches, he said, I am ill. Let me go home. Send the deed after me, and will sign over half my riches to my daughter. So now, the Shylock is very disappointed, that is very angry on himself, and because he wanted something and something else happened. So he says that I'm sick, and you just send me the deed. Wherever you will ask me to sign, I'll sign it, and yes, after my death, my daughter will get my property. Get thee gone, said the Duke, and sign it, and if you repent your cruelty and turn Christian, the state will forgive you the fine of the other half of your riches. So the Duke was very angry with Shylock, and he said that you just go out, okay, you just leave this place, and if you want that I should, means if you want the other half which has gone to the state, if you want that back, then you can become a Christian, okay, convert to Christianity, and then we will give it back to you. The Duke now released Antonio and dismissed the court. He then highly praised the wisdom and ingenuity of the young counselor and invited him home to dinner. So counselor means here Portia. So the Duke was very impressed by the wisdom and ingenuity, is the very originality, that is nobody thought of the way in which Antonio could be saved, but Portia very tactfully and very wisely was able to save Antonio's life. And the Duke also invited Portia for dinner in his house. Portia, who meant to return to Belmont before her husband replied, I humbly thank your grace, but I must away directly. That is, I must means immediately go back to means I must go back to my place, because I'm in a hurry, but I really thank you for inviting me. The Duke said he was sorry that he had not leisure to stay and dine with him, and turning to Antonio he added, reward this gentleman, for in my mind you are much indebted to him. So the Duke said, I'm very sorry, I cannot stay any longer, I have other work. But the Duke told Antonio that remember, it is for this young counselor, okay, Balthazar, that your life has been saved. So you should give him a very handsome reward. The Duke and his senators left the court, and then Bassanio said to Portia, most worthy gentlemen, I and my friend Antonio have by your wisdom been this day acquitted of grievous penalties, and I beg of you will accept the 3,000 ducats due unto the Jew. So Antonio said that I am really grateful to you, okay, and it is for you my life has been saved. So as a reward we will like to give you the 3,000 ducats that we were supposed to give to the Jew. Acquitted of the grievous penalties. Grievous means, you means in a way you saved my life. And we shall stand indebted to you over and above, said Antonio, in love and service evermore. Okay, sorry. The first thing was said by Bassanio, and next it is Antonio who said that. Portia could not be prevailed upon to accept the money, but upon Bassanio still pressing her to accept some reward, she said. So when Bassanio said that I want to give you the 3,000 ducats that was due for the Shylock, Portia didn't want to accept it. But when Bassanio, insisted that you should accept some reward, then what did Portia said? Give me your gloves. I will wear them for your sake. And then Bassanio, taking off his gloves, she espoused. Espoused means saw the ring which she had given him upon his finger. Now it was the ring the wily lady wanted to get from him to make a merry jest when she saw her Bassanio again, that she made her ask him for his gloves, and she said, when she saw the ring, and for your love, I will take this ring from you. So, what this paragraph means is that Portia said, okay, you want to give me something, you give me those gloves on your hands, I will wear them for your sake. So, when Bassanio immediately took them off, then Portia saw the ring in ring on his hand, and it was that ring that Portia had given to Bassanio, and Bassanio had made a promise that he will never take it out from his finger. But Portia thought that after after her husband would reach Belmont, then she can make some fun with not having that ring. So she said that, okay, you want to reward me something, I want that ring from your finger. Bassanio was sadly distressed that the counselor should ask him for the only thing he could not part with, and he replied in great confusion that he could not give him that ring because it was his wife's gift and he had vowed never to part with it, but that he would give him the most valuable ring in Venice and find it out by proclamation. So, Bassanio said is that please don't ask me for this ring. Okay, it is the only thing that I cannot give it to you. Okay, this is the only thing I cannot give it to you. I can give any other ring, the costliest ring in Venice, and I will send a word around so that people can bring me the costliest ring and I can give that to you. But don't ask for this ring because this is a ring that my wife had given me, and I had made a promise that I will never part with it. On this, Portia affected to be affronted. Affected to be affronted means pretended to be very, what can I say? A bit of irritated, or she didn't like it at all. Okay, affronted in the sense angry. Okay, affected to be affronted, that is, she pretended to be angry, and left the court saying, "You teach me, sir, how a beggar should be answered." So you think that I am a beggar, that I would want the most costliest ring in that way from you? No, it was that ring, I liked it, that's why I asked for it. "Dear Bassanio," said Antonio, "let him have the ring. Let my love and the great service he has done for me be valued against your wife's displeasure." So Antonio said that, okay, it's a question of a ring. Please give that ring to you. I know your wife will be very angry, but you just think of it, what he has done for us. I would have been dead by now had he not been there. Bassanio, ashamed to appear so ungrateful, yielded and sent Gratiano after Portia with the ring, and then the clerk Nerissa, who had also given Gratiano a ring, begged his ring, and Gratiano gave it to her. So now Nerissa, she also wanted the ring from Gratiano's finger. So Gratiano, just like Bassanio, he was also very unwilling, but he took it off and gave it to Nerissa. And there was laughing among these ladies to think, when they got home, how they would tax their husbands with giving away their rings, and swear that they had given them as a present to some woman. So these two wives, they were very happy, and they thought, they could have fun with that, because when they would not see the ring on their fingers, they would say that they have given it to some other lady, and now they are making up false excuses. So we stop here today. We'll do the last half of the chapter on the next day. Okay, thank you, students.